Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to share with you an update on the bags that I was gifted last year. So there are 5 brands that I'm going to cover in this video. All of these bags were gifted to me for reviews, and I did my honest reviews, but now that I've spent some time with each of these bags and I've used them and worn them, I have an update on some pros and cons that I thought might be helpful for any of you who are interested in purchasing or researching these brands. All right, so first let's start with Parisa Wang. You guys may know if you've been on my channel before that I've featured quite a few Parisa Wang bags, and I've also done several giveaways to you guys, my subscribers, but I do have a few left in my personal collection. So this is the first one I'm going to share with you. It's quite large, and I'm intentionally giving you a super close look at each of these bags so you can see how they've been holding up in terms of wear and tear. So this one here is the Gabrielle tote. Now Parisa Wang uses different types of leathers. This right here is a pebbled grain calf leather, and it's quite soft and supple. I have seen some other leathers on Parisa Wang bags that I didn't actually like that much, and I'll talk about those in a minute. So far this leather is my favorite from Parisa Wang. So let me just move these other bags aside and give you a better shot. All right, so here it is. This is what it looks like. It's like this very simple minimalist silhouette, and it's got a trapezoid shape. It's got seams going down on each side to hold the handles. The handles are holding up really, really well. They're sewn very nicely here, as you can see. So there's been no loose threads. It's double stitch on each side. And I have been carrying my library books in here, and so far no problems with the straps as shoulder straps. Now I do keep it stuffed. This is what the Parisa Wang dust bags look like each time. I'll show you really quickly. That's the brand. It's a New York based brand, Parisa Wang, and then they always come as tote bags, so they're not just typical dust bags. You can actually carry these as tote bags, which is a nice touch. So I do keep it all stuffed because I'll show you why. This is all the original tissue paper I kept, and I also have a random insert from another bag that I haven't been using, so I just put it in here. The reason why is because it is a soft and supple leather, so if I just store it like this, I'm afraid it's going to start to collapse and crease, and over here it can start to crease, right? But because I have it stuffed, it is holding up pretty well. When I did my original unboxing and review of this bag, some of you asked me to follow up to share with you if there would be any folding or creasing in the corners, and so far so good. I'll also show you that the feet are holding up really nicely. The base is nicely structured. There's no scuffs or anything like that. I mean, granted, I haven't put this down like on the ground or on the concrete floor. I usually put it on a table or a chair. So with that being said, it's holding up well. This is the inside. It's pretty clean because I have that insert in there, but without it, it's all black, so it would probably hide any stains. And this is all micro suede or microfiber, so it's soft. So it's a really practical tote, and I will say this leather again is my favorite type of leather that Parisa Wang has come out with. So this one here is the Gabrielle tote, and then this one is also from the Gabrielle line, like a satchel type bag, and this is the 21 size. I also had this exact same bag in the 27, which was a little larger, and I gifted that to my friend. She wears it to work pretty much every day. I didn't need to keep all the sizes, but I really think this is adorable. This kind of reminds me of like a smaller mini Louis Vuitton Speedy, but with a slightly different shape, as you can see. So again, that double stitched work here on the handles, and it has the extended zipper, and these are also magnetic hidden, so that's a really nice touch. So I'm going to show you the things that I like about each bag, how they're holding up, and what I don't like. So far the Gabrielle tote I think is a great bag. This one here, the mini Gabrielle 21, is also a really nice bag, and this is what it looks like on the inside. And it comes with the strap. So this is actually really cute crossbody, or just handheld like this. So this is holding up really well. Also, the bottom, you can see the feet, no scuffs. Looks pretty much brand new. This leather here seems to be really durable. On the other hand, I also have this older Parisa Wang bag, and it's in the stamped Epsom leather, and if you are a fan of Epsom, then you might love this. I don't even know if this bag is actually still offered. It might have been discontinued, but anyway, if you check on the website, you might see Epsom leather bags, and again, if you are a fan of this type of leather, great, but I don't really love the rigidity of the Epsom leather. Also, I used to own the Madison bags, which are, I think, still their best sellers. They're really adorable, but I did giveaways with those bags because the ones that I got were in the walrus textured calf leather. Very interesting, very unique, super durable, water resistant, stain resistant, scratch resistant. However, I didn't love the feel of it, and I'm a very tactile oriented person, so the walrus texture was a little too textured for me. This again is my favorite so far from Parisa Wang. Now the other one I have from Parisa is this one here, which is gorgeous. This is just the larger size Gabrielle 31 size in the suede. It is pretty stunning. It's like this big soft comfort bag, and it was my first suede bag, so I got excited about it. It's really nicely made because it's oversized. They made it functional with extra pockets, so those are definitely pros. It's really practical. You've got this little kind of faux lock. You could just pull it and unlock it here. The extended zippers, really well thought out. Same thing on this side, has that hidden magnet. So these are all things that I appreciate about this bag, and also these come with the straps, so whether it's a smaller size or this larger size, I have it stuffed again, it'll come with the strap. But honestly, I have never carried this bag with the strap because it's a big bag to wear on a strap. You could use it if you wanted to be hands-free, but I think that this looks great just handheld or crook of the arm. So it would just go in your arm like that. But here's the thing. This is suede, right? So of course it's soft, it's nice to the touch, but suede wears differently than leather, like grained leather. So here are the feet on the bottom, and you can see here, there is some rub happening already, and I've only had this bag for a few months. See that? Because even though there are feet, the suede is so soft. It's more delicate than like a grained pebbled leather. You see that? This is not dust. This right here is a piece of dust, but the corners here, this is rubbing on the suede. It's permanently faded. Also, because it's suede and it's large, it is slouchy. It's like a soft bag, okay? And I think that's the beauty of it. Honestly, if it was too structured, it probably wouldn't look as nice. It's supposed to look like effortless. So it does slouch, and some of you mentioned in my original unboxing that this part here was defective. It's not defective, it's just the structure is not going to hold up because of how big and soft the bag is. So this right here, this portion right here is just glazing, and then on the inside, there's nothing really there, so it's really soft, like my hands on the other side. So if you don't like that slouchy effect, then I would caution you about this bag. But if you like this look, especially if you're into like the Roe Margot bag look, this is a fraction of the price. It's under $700. Oh, let me quickly say, I noticed on the Parisa Wang website, there's also now a new release of this, but it's East-West. So think of it like this, but it's sort of chopped, so it looks more elongated, like a hot dog. And it's really nice looking, so if you're looking for something that's not as big, maybe a little smaller, a little bit more manageable, and then you won't have as much of that soft slouch happening because the height here is what's pressing on the bag, right? But if it starts like here, then you will have less of that, I think. So check out the Parisa Wang website or check out my description box below. I'll try to link everything down there. Sometimes I have promo codes that are not affiliate codes, by the way. I don't get anything if you use my code. But if I still have a valid code, I'll put that down below in my description box as well, and then you can save some money. All right, moving on. The next brand that I want to update you all on is Fleuron. I unboxed this bag last year. I think I included it in one or two follow-up videos. So it's been a few months now, and this is the Fleuron Mini Hortensia bag. It's a French brand, but their bags are made in Italy. And the one thing you can see right now, the one thing I will say about this bag, really the only con, I think, is this clasp. It is quite large compared to the size of the bag. This is the mini again. There's also the original size, which is larger. But if you don't like the hardware being like the centerpiece, the size of this might start to bother you after a while, like it's just kind of in your face. But also the way it works is you press this, and it's not bad, but if you're in a hurry, it could snag and it gets kind of annoying. So that's the one con about this bag, I will say. The other thing is I'm not a huge fan of black glazing against lighter colored bags. I mentioned this in my original video. That's just a personal preference, but otherwise it's a nice bag. It's really nicely made. This soft grained leather is also nice to the touch, like the Parisa Wang one that I showed you. It feels good. Plus this flap here, one of the pros is that the flap is really soft. So it's not like this rigid, overly stiff leather. It's nice, it molds, it feels good on the body. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Keep everything stuffed to keep it all structured and clean. The other thing is this strap is not removable, but the thing I like about the strap is that there's no loose leather, meaning that the strap adjusts within itself, so there's no like loose dangling piece here, if you know what I mean. A lot of times bags have the loose leather piece here that kind of curls and gets really messy looking, but this is really neat and tidy, so I do think that was well thought out, but it's not removable. So you just wanted to use this as a clutch or something under your arm, that's not really possible unless you tuck the strap in, which is just kind of awkward. It takes up a lot of space. But one thing I will mention is that Fleuron is one of those brands that goes beyond the cookie cutter colors. They have so many different colors, like an array of beautiful neutrals and varying shades, and they have pastels and pops of colors. So if you really want to have a lot of variety and more choices for colors, I would say check out Fleuron. They have different styles. Again, this one here is the mini Hortensia, but it comes in another size. And this is going for about $565, I believe. So it's under $600. It feels nice, but yeah, I don't love this. That gets annoying after time. All right, next bag. This one here I've actually used quite a lot considering I got it just late last year. This is from a brand called Beracamy, and this is the ORUKAMI convertible bucket tote. It's got a long name. I'll link it all down below. But this is so interesting. And I remember saying when I first reviewed it, like, give me some time. I need to play with it. And I'm glad I've had some time because I really wanted to update you all. So a couple of things about this bag. You can cinch it. There's like 6 different ways to wear it. I'll link my original video so you can see all the different ways that I carried it and styled it. But you can close these snaps and have it like this flat look. You can also snap it the other way. Cinch it a certain way, it becomes kind of like a flower. You can cinch it even further if you loop it through this one. It kind of goes like that. So I'm not going through all the details step by step, again, because I did a thorough video already and I don't want to be repetitive. But in terms of updates on pros and cons, I will say the leather is really nice. I thought this was a Parisian brand based on the website and the story and all of that, but it sounds like it started in Paris and then it moved to London possibly. The designers, the founders of this brand are legitimate. They studied fashion, art, that sort of thing. They have like appropriate backgrounds, but it looks like they moved production to China because it says made in PRC. I don't think you can see it down there, but I'm pretty sure that's People's Republic of China. But the materials feel really nice. The leather, it's like a smooth leather. It's a gorgeous caramel color. It comes in different colors, by the way. I love the contrast stitching. And just like the visual interest that the bag shape creates, and it holds a lot. It also comes with this. Now, the cons. This, when you put it in, so it's more secure, since it is a kind of gaping open bag, if you don't snap these little doohickeys here, you can put your more valuable items into the zipper pouch and then hook it on, and it's more secure. However, when you put the pouch in, the shape doesn't take well. Like, it interferes with the shaping of the bag, you see. I've tried it a few different ways. Like, I've laid it down. Then you can do it this way. But then if you want to snap it like this, you can't because the pouch is in there and it gets all funky. So the usage of this pouch has been not as practical for me. Honestly, whenever I use this bag, I just remove the pouch and just toss it to the side. It's a nice ad, but it hasn't worked. And the other thing I will say is that this has come undone. This feature here. And there's other like pieces. Whew, There's other pieces of the strap that you can extend. You see here, like I extended one here, one here. You can make it shorter by taking it off. I don't know which one it was, if it was the top one or the bottom one, but it fell through and I thought, whoa, that's not cool. So I think that's possibly a design miss. Other than that, I am pleasantly surprised by how well this bag is holding up and how nice the leather feels. It's going for, I think, about $440 or something. So under $500. Okay, next brand is RSVP. This is the Golden Eyes bag. I also had a beautiful bucket bag, which I gifted away during a subscriber giveaway. But I would have kept that one if I hadn't received this one. I was gifted 2 bags from this brand, and I didn't feel that I needed to keep both. But they were both beautiful, both in this gorgeous, smooth black leather, but comes in different colors and different textures of leather as well. Again, this is the Golden Eyes. It can be used as a little clutch. It can be used as a shoulder bag or as a crossbody bag. I love using it as a high crossbody bag. I think it's just really cute. Looks like a little robot face in my opinion, but it's also like really simple. I love how slim the silhouette is, and it's just so easy. You've got the 2 hidden magnets. I just carried this bag recently, put all my essentials in here. It's slim, but it fits pretty much everything I need. I like that the branding is really minimal. You've got the RSVP embossing on the bottom only, so you can't really see it. And then you've got this really cool feature that I talked about in the past where they will only make 500 of each style, and they will stamp each bag. So once they reach 500, they will discontinue the style and then move on to a new style. So I think that's really cool. It makes it a little bit more exclusive, a little bit more limited. This here is also a French brand. It's called RSVP Paris. And I've known about them for a long time, so I was thrilled when they reached out to me last year. And their bags are made in Italy. So this I'm so happy with. I don't have any complaints or any cons to point out. This is the strap here. The hardware is really nice. Again, this is the kind of strap where there's no loose dangling piece, just like on the strap that I showed you earlier with the Fleuron bag. So this just makes it look really tidy. And there's no wear, no glazing issues. And again, on the other RSVP bag that I gave away, I was really pleased with that as well. All right, last brand that I'm going to update you guys on today is OLEADA. You guys know that I featured OLEADA several times on this channel. This one here is my favorite from the brand. It's the mini anchor bag. This one here is like a creamy chalk color, and there are other colors that are really nice. There's also like a mixed version where there's like denim and canvas, but I think this is super cute. I carry this a lot for travel because it's really versatile. You can put something back here in the back pocket. You can wear this as a backpack. I love wearing this as a backpack. It's so cute. You can also wear it crossbody or shoulder, and it's got this sort of vanity or toiletry looking design, so that's how the zipper opens. Sometimes this is not as easy, right, as like a flap opening or one zipper. So when I'm in a hurry, I'll just put the zippers all on one side, and this way it's just bam, right? So then it feels more like a regular zipper bag versus this sort of I don't know what to call this, like a vanity top. There's a zippered pocket on the inside, which is really generous. I did a whole video where I show what fits inside. This actually fits a mini iPad. It also fits a water bottle, like a standard size Poland Spring water bottle, passports. There's little pockets here. And these are the straps. Like I said, you can use them a variety of different ways. So I really like the versatility of this bag. The only thing I will say is some people have said they really wish that the tabs would be the same color. This doesn't bother me. I think it's so adorable that they're different. It just makes it a little bit more distinct. But some people have said on my channel, like, why'd they do that? So that's something to make note of if you're picky about that. The other thing is there are no feet. And I will say this color has gotten a little bit of color transfer here. It's like a soft, again, really soft, pliable, pebbled grain leather. I seem to like this type of leather. It just feels nice. It's moldable. But because of the color, you can see that I've gotten some color transfer from my jeans, from my darker coats, but it's not actually bad. You can't really see it that much. And I wiped it with a wet paper towel once or twice, and I feel like it faded the color transfer. I'm sure there's a more proper way to clean it, but I just haven't thought to do that. Top handle's really cute. This is where the straps would hook onto, and then here if you want it to also connect as a backpack. So I really like this bag. It's retailing for about $500, but oftentimes I have promo codes so you can save money, and they also have sales from time to time. This is another OLEADA bag. This is newer to me, and this is the Mini Coast portfolio satchel bag. And this one here, I don't enjoy that much, I'll be honest with you, and it's probably just my personal preferences. There's nothing wrong with the design. However, the color is very like red purple burgundy, and I thought it was going to be much deeper, much darker, so that's just a personal preference. But this also comes in a beautiful chocolatey brown, so I remember receiving this and thinking, okay, it's pretty, but maybe I should have gone for the chocolatey brown. I don't know, I was trying to go out of my comfort zone. Feet, really nice. It doesn't really slouch, but it is soft, so you can see the middle here. Maybe over time it will bend and slouch. Well, look, it is kind of bending, so I might have to stuff it more. You've got the longer handles here. I think it's just this silhouette that maybe doesn't work for me. You've got the extended zippers, which is nice. Let me open it up. Here's a other strap that it comes with, which is really fun. It's like a thicker strap. However, when you wear this crossbody, the handles are too tall. They come up too high, so it's a little awkward, and you can't do anything about that. So then if you just want to wear it like this, it's probably easier. You can put it in the crook of your arm. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Again, I've reviewed all these bags before. This is just an update. But the thing that I don't love about this bag is this here. Now this is the luggage sleeve, so if you're traveling with the bag, you can pop it onto your rolling suitcase and then it'll hold it in place. It's like a trolley sleeve, so it's smart. But I wish this was removable, and it's not, because this kind of bag, the size of it, is not really a travel bag for me unless you're going business travel and this is like your one personal item. So I don't think I need this. I really don't need this. I don't want this on here. Although I think the thought behind it was clever. I wish this came off, and it doesn't. Like, it looks like it does because of the buckle, but that's just aesthetic and to expand the bag on the sides. So this doesn't come off. I think if this was taken off, it would also be much more streamlined and clean looking. That's my personal opinion. So it would be kind of like this on both sides. And I'm more of a minimal gal in terms of aesthetics, so less is more. I would like to take this off. Really, that's the one big con here. But for those who want to travel with this bag, that would be a pro, right? So it really depends on how you're using it. But I will say, between these two OLEADA bags, this is by far my favorite from the brand. I've had other bags from OLEADA that are really nice for like working professionals, going to the office, laptop bags, but since I work from home, I've given those away. And I know there's been a lot of interest on the mini anchor bag, so I thought I would do a quick update and let you guys know that I'm still very much enjoying it. Hope it was helpful for you to see an update on these bags and get my take on what's working, what's not. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in my comment section. I will try my best to get to them. Everything will be linked in my description box if you want to do further research. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.